Yesterday's quick video, we did bolt holes. I didn't realize that that was such a new idea to people. You can do the same thing on the outside of studs if you have them. You can zero it, and then I got too much in the way to actually do it, but go across the bolts, and you'll have the same thing where you get your center to center by going the outside of them. You can do it with subtractive on the outside, same as on the inside. It's just that you're measuring outside instead of going inside. Use the zeroing again. A lot of times with you have a straight edge on something. You can put this down on a surface. I'm trying to make this was on a precision surface. Zero it, and then you can use measuring from your bar some depth. You can do the same with the depth gauge. It's all the same idea as what I was showing with the bolt hole circle, where you zero out on anything that you want to know the difference of. And all of that idea, in my case, where it came from, while lots of people have came up with the same idea, I thought it was a well-known thing to use calipers just as a basis and measuring against things. What we did years ago, dial calipers, we didn't have these fancy ones yet, but we would actually take them and we'd duct tape them, hose clamp them, whatever you had to do to put them on your lathe so that you could measure a distance on your lathe. We didn't have the fancy gauges. Most of the lathes on the longitudinal travel didn't even have any marks on the hand wheels. Most of them were just a bare wheel, and you'd take your calipers and you'd slide it out and keep it against the carriage so that you could measure stuff. And it was strictly a manual, very crude, but that's where, to me, it just seemed natural to be zeroing your caliper and using it for all these other comparison measurements. And I was a little surprised that people hadn't normally been doing that, but don't stop with the bolt holes. Don't stop with the bolt holes. Lots of things you can do by zeroing your caliper and making measurements.